Good morning. It's the beginning of day 19 on trail. It's about 8:30, so I started a little late, but I have about 21.6 miles to Stevens, and yeah, I could press and get in there today, but it'd be late, and I really like to get to hostels or rest areas in the morning, kind of what's called a Nero, so where you do short miles. And that allows me more time to do laundry, shower, relax, sort out my gear, sort out repacking, etc. So, yeah, we'll see if I can do 15 to 18 today, and then have a short hike into Stevens and relax for a good part of the day. So, yeah, the temps are cool as always, but not frigid. So right now it's perfect for hiking. Talk to you soon. Dense forest, cool, with big mountains you can just see in the background. And we'll get there eventually because today there's 5,000 plus feet up and 5,000 down. But for the time being, it's mostly downhill, a soft trail, relaxing. Very nice indeed. Lots of stream crossings this morning coming down from the mountains. No shortage of water, but I don't need it. Good morning, beautiful morning. Walking in the shade almost the whole time. Nice and cool. Grades aren't too bad. I just occasionally have some vistas. Look over here, and this mountain still has snow up high. Yeah, these mountains are so beautiful, so rugged. More views. That pointy peak on the left next to the tree is where I hiked under late in the day yesterday. That has all this crazy rock fall from it. I shall miss these vistas. That's where I'm heading. And that's up the hill into the sun, and then back down the hill. There's the trail. It's the pointy mountain I pointed out, no pun intended. And there's just a whole range of mountains. Yeah, beautiful. After a long climb, I'm coming through to another pass. I'm coming into the pass. This is awesome. Love it when I have those breaks. The dust, holy smokes. This is a lot sunnier, which I don't like as much, but it just marks progress. And yeah, look at those dang mountains. Holy cow. And there's Canada somewhere up there. Very nice. This is Peeper Pass, by the way. If you're looking on a map, just past Peeper Pass, I'm at 6,000 feet looking down at Glacier Lake. Looks beautiful. Well, here's a large source of rockfall, and it continues and continues right up into the lake, into the valley. These mountain meadows are filled with these short green plants, and they look like what we call heath and heather, two different plants, but I know I know some of them are native to Europe, and some of them are native to the east. But these must be natives. Quite nice. If you look in the background there, there's a mighty mountain. Don't know which, but it's mostly covered with snow. Just between two trees, one small one, one big one. Not a great place to hang out here. All these rock fall in all directions. Giant boulders surrounded by mountains that are shedding loads of rocks. Yeah. 2 years ago, right around this time of year, I came down this scree field, and it was the only day I recall in Washington where it was raining, and it had been a snowier year than previously than what we've experienced recently here in Washington. And there was snow everywhere, including in the scree field and down here. And by the time I got down here, I was just freezing cold and wet. So I threw down my tent, and I was too cold to cook. I climbed in, figuring it'd take me an hour to warm up, and it did. And yeah, it was a memorable afternoon and evening. A bit of a rock fall coming down to the trail. And then here's the big mother. Big. Just finished my lunchtime break. It's around 1 o'clock. Trail goes this way, and that way, and somewhere all in there. I'd like to do another 9 or 10 miles. That would position me good for tomorrow to get into Stevens Pass at a good time. We'll see. I'm feeling good, and there's still 5 hours or so of hiking left, so I should be able to do it. This will definitely wear you out. I've been doing this for like 15, 20 minutes already. It's tough on your ankles. You gotta be careful you don't trip, break an ankle, and it trashes your shoes. So you gotta go slow so you don't tear holes in the sides of your shoes. I still have almost 200 miles to get to Canada, and I don't want to have to stop for a few days and find a pair of shoes. Coming down from Trip Pass, that lake is incredibly deep. You can see the edges just going down. The water's quite clear. There is a man with a raft out there tossing a fly rod, or fly fishing setup. But look at these dang rocks. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Everywhere. I want to get out of the rocks and out of the sun. It's 4 o'clock. It's too early for me to stop, but this is a nice looking tent site, nice and flat on the water. Beautiful. 4:15. Beautiful lake. There's a number of tent sites around the lake. There's even pit toilets back up the trail to support the camping crowd. Amazing. But I have more miles to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind at all staying there. Trying to get another 3+ miles in, so I have a very short trip into Stevens just to maximize time to recover, time to upload videos, time to get clean, etc. Beautiful steep hillside, late in the day. It's almost 5 o'clock. It's not the place where I'd rather be hiking late in the day, but look how pretty that is. When I'm gone from this place and back home in comfortable Cape Cod, I'll look back and be in awe of the beauty. Lots of challenge, a lot of physical hardship being out here, but holy smokes, is this beautiful. Lucky me. It's 10 minutes of 5. Still got a ways to go to the shelter or the tent site. Good evening. It's past 7:30. It's the end of day 19. I did about just under 17 miles today. It left me 5 miles out of town, out of getting a bug off me. Sorry, out of Stevens Pass. So I look forward to getting into Stevens Pass early, getting my resupply box. I'm going to check out one of the hostels called the Mountaineer, which is essentially in one of the adjacent to the Stevens Pass ski area parking lot. It looks pretty good. The only downside is they don't have laundry. They call it bucket wash, so I'll investigate that. I mean, if it looks really ugly, I might just hitch down into Skycomish and see if I can get a hotel room. But this is a little cheaper, it's right there, and so we'll see. But it was a pretty easy day, other than there was a couple of small but challenging climbs, especially late in the day. And you can see I'm at a beautiful lake, and there's you can't quite see, it's behind the trees this way, but there's a giant mountain up there. And so all is good. Temps are pleasant, and starting to clean myself up. I'm looking forward to a decent night's sleep and getting into Stevens Pass tomorrow. Just as an aside, I think I have dirt on my face. No, I still have dirt on my face. I think I have about 190 miles to Canada, so that's good. And the next trek from Stevens Pass to Heakin will be a pretty long haul, but I've done it before, so I'm going to do it again. Talk to you soon.